people who have way more expertise in that area than I do. Oh, and by the way, we're live.
Oh, we're live?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. So who are we live to?
Right now, we're just live to ourselves,
Oh,
but we're live to the world.
the world.
The
The world is watching.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, cheers to the world.
Cheers.
Right?
Oh, nice.
Yes, we've got to start it off right.
Well, hand me one out of there, please.
You wanted a beer? Hold on.
Yeah.
I got you. So what do we got in here? Oh, is this what you're looking for?
Yeah, let me get
Alright.
one of those.
Sounds raging bitch. Oh, raging bitch. I thought we were gonna go with like the subtle approach with the first episode. You know?
Give me the bitch.
Right.
No subtle approaches here. That's not how I roll. That's not how you roll. Like,
What kind of beer is that? I keep hearing about that beer. What is that?
it's a IPA, I believe. Yeah, it's a Belgian style IPA.
IPA.
I just banged my head on the microphone.
That's all right. It's a test run, man. Remember, the world is watching. No pressure, right?
None whatsoever. As I pour beer to go live on everywhere.
Well, I don't know. Man. Well, your beer pouring skills are much better than mine. I'll tell you that.
Much better than some bartenders. I
Oh
know.
man, come on, man. Throwing shade already. Man, I'm not gonna get any followers doing that, man.
Why not?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Hey, I keeps it real.
I try to at least, right?
Yeah, always. So what's been going on, man?
Nothing much. Same old, same old. Work. I was in charge this week. My boss was out of town, kind of doing his own thing. He gets a week off, so I'm mostly left in charge. My other shift managers with me. They have a lot of responsibility as well, but when it comes to doing like the paperwork and just their overall well-being in the store, it's left in my hands. Well, our hands, but I have to oversee it for the most part. And it went pretty well. We had a pretty hectic day. Thursday, just a very busy day with all the games going on and the 50% off specials.
For people who don't know, RJ is, I call him the pizza guy. Well, everybody calls him the pizza guy.
Right.
Because he's a pizza guy.
Yeah, pizza man.
I
right?
mean, this dude makes perfect pizzas. He's been given awards for making perfect pizzas.
Yes. I guess a shirt is considered an award or some level of acknowledgement. A paycheck would have been nice, but I'll take it. You know, you kind of have to work your way up to that level. It's just how the company is structured.
I guess, I mean, I would have never thought there'd be levels to pizza making, but I guess
Well,
there's levels to everything, right?
Well, yeah. Well, there are. I mean, you gotta start out. I mean, anybody. I always tell everybody, anybody can make a pizza, man. Honestly, I mean, you go to the store, get the ingredients, roll it out with a pin, kind of the old-fashioned way. It might not come out looking like something you see on TV, but it's still a pizza nonetheless. So I always tell people when they first start, it's okay if it doesn't look amazing. The big part about it is, you have to critique their work, and that's some, I would say some lines or how would I put it? Like some people have a hard time taking constructive criticism, so they get frustrated because I do work with a lot of younger guys.
Yeah,
kids
ego.
Yeah, pretty much. Being young and thinking you know everything, and it's like, oh, my boss is kind of a dick. I mean, sometimes you have to be. I try to be as friendly and as go-getting as possible with the guys, because when I was young, I did dumb shit too. I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job, but I've been here for about 7 years. I've done it, it started off as a job, but I've slowly worked my way up. And a lot of people, they want what's best for me. And of course I want what's best for myself. But I feel like sometimes if you keep starting over and starting over and starting over, you're always going to end up in the same spot. And so I feel like if you just stick with one thing and you're really good at it and people acknowledge you for it, I think that's a good thing. I mean, trust me, I don't plan on doing it forever. I mean, if it does take me, if I do it forever, I wouldn't be disappointed in it. But it is a very demanding job. You're there when nobody else wants to be there, pretty much. It's dinner time, no food. You're hungover the morning after, food. Come on. I'm sure we both know a thing or two about
pizza's
that.
the perfect hangover cure, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, the greasy goodness and whatnot. But, yeah, it's definitely something that I've gone real far with, and I'm very proud of it. As most people know, I'm constantly in my uniform. I'm out in public in it. I'm kind of like a massive billboard. But
looking like Ashley Larry when he comes off of work.
No way.
Batman has,
Oh, yo, flour and shit.
flour
Yeah,
all
dude.
over the place.
I actually had to go to the Verizon store to get my so my phone wasn't charging, right? And I'm thinking, oh God, I'm gonna have to get another one or something. So before I called insurance, I walked up to the Verizon store. Very nice guys up there in Kingstown, and they sprayed. He was like, hey man, it looks like you have something in your charging port. And I said, is it flour? And he was like, yeah man. So he just took a can of compressed air, sprayed it in there, worked perfectly new. And he gave me a new case where I can keep that charger port covered. That way I don't have to worry about getting flour in there. But yeah, I'm definitely
Just
covered
gave me
in.
an idea actually before this podcast. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm glad I can spark the genius in others. That's
Well,
what I'm here for.
Well, sir, that's why you're here. You wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have just. I don't know. There's plenty of people who could just not be on here.
Yeah,
There's plenty of people who won't be on here.
But don't worry, man. I'm definitely glad to be here. So what's good with you, man? What's going on?
And I'm chilling. I'm tired from the week. This whole entire week has been nuts. At work, we had the IT director come in from our Tennessee office and dealing with that, trying to get a raise, but hopefully, eventually, I won't have to even do that. Sir, could you please turn your phone
Oh,
off?
my phone. Let's put it on vibrate. Don't worry, man. Sorry, it's the Steelers draft picks. I'm sorry. I know how.
Oh, that is on right
Yeah,
now.
that is definitely.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if we can get the turn it on.
Yeah, see what you can do right there. It's first round picks. Getting T.J. Watt, man. Pittsburgh first round, man. Very good.
I gotta get up. Give me one
Oh,
second.
go ahead. Take your time, man. I'm kind of just sitting here all cozy with
Talk to the people.
the people. Hello, people. This is Richard speaking. I'm here to amuse you currently.
You can talk to me at the same
Oh yeah, no shit. I'm sorry, Jared. My bad. Well, I know, but like, you're technically not being viewed right now, so I am talking to the people. Hello. How are you today? Oh, so got the draft on.
Got it on. I'm not gonna turn it on.
Oh, the sound. Yeah, obviously.
I don't want to get yanked.
Oh, God. Of all the TV sizes they have right now.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Oh, it's all right, man. I had a TV. I had one of those tube TVs, like in my kitchen when I was a kid, and it was probably maybe like one of the 10-inch TVs. I used to watch the news and the Simpsons on it and everything after school. Oh God,
What
memories.
What is that?
What?
Oh, a freaking commercial for a weed whacker.
It's
bro.
weed whackers, man. Come on. It's the Home
No,
Depot.
I don't know who it is. We're not naming names because they're not sponsoring anybody.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah, if they want to sponsor,
We aren't
us,
getting paid for this shit. currently.
Home Depot,
Yeah.
Go Rotor, whatever.
We're just
that
drinking
thing
this beer.
was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I won't get into that.
It's Duff.
Oh yeah, Duff man can't breathe. Yeah, I'm super hip, man.
Duff man is the man, bro.
I recently read, I believe that I know the Simpsons have been on forever, but I believe I read that the 30th season is going to be their final season. I'm not sure how much truth is to that.
I don't think I've watched The Simpsons though seriously in probably 15 years. Like,
Yeah, it's been a long time for me, and I'm actually a very huge fan of the show, especially.
I was, and I had a ex girlfriend. She was a huge Simpsons fan, but like I guess I got kind of overwhelmed after that. So then I just was like, it's like.
Yeah, it is hard to constantly keep up with ideas. I mean, especially after 30 years. I mean, God, that's just about as old as I am. And it's just, it amazes me, the level of creativity that those guys have, even if it's not as good as it used to be, as most people say. I still find, that the show overall has a very good creative sense, even if it might not be the best. Or it's something to watch and you enjoy it, but it doesn't necessarily have to be funny. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. I'm trying to turn up.
Turn up. Oh yeah, we're doing that too. Turn up. Oh yeah.
Because I could barely hear you inside
okay.
my headphones over here in my little space.
Well, I'm sitting next to you too, so.
Well, I can't hear you.
No, all right. Shit.
I couldn't hear you outside, and I can't hear, and I can barely hear you through the headset. But we're good to go now. See, I already posted it on the page.
Oh, the page is looking. What do we have? Like 10 followers? Like 10 followers.
Let's see, 14 followers.
All right, sweet. We're slowly. Hey man, we're getting there.
And those are from invites, but
it's okay.
Hey, if you, the page, folks, is facebook.com, the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Go there, ask questions, drop content, help a brother out. Give us some likes. This show, I'm hoping to build this into something successful that a lot of my friends can actually benefit from as well. Because we're going to get RJ. He's a gamer also.
Oh, yeah.
He's not only a pizza guy, ladies and gentlemen. He's a gamer.
Yes, big games, man. I guess I live the kids' dream. You make pizzas, smoke a little weed, play video games type of thing. Come on, man.
Now that sounds like a life.
It's pretty cool, man. I know some people might view it as childish, but hey, man, it's what I enjoy, man. It's something I definitely enjoy. I've been a big fan of that.
Well,
I mean,
this is the thing. A lot of people try to, I don't know what's the word, try to conform. Like I kind of find myself doing it sometimes. Like, oh, I have to be successful. This successful corporate guy, and look, I hate going to sit in the fucking desk every day. You know what I mean?
it's crazy you say that. Sometimes I feel like, because my job can be pretty physically demanding itself. When you're on your feet all day.
Physical, I'm not down with physical either. I just want to do what the hell I want to do. Like right now, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm
we're chilling.
chilling, talking.
With the world. Cheers to the world. Hold on.
We didn't do the cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to the first podcast and to the world, ladies.
Yeah, first podcast. The most important part.
Most importantly, the ladies.
We should get Angus on here, man. Have a couple Heinekens with him.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
He'd probably tell you something, man. This whole setup, even though it's not like super pro, you'd probably get a big kick out of it, honestly.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, as it grows, we're gonna expand. This is just the first show.
Sure. Yeah, first experiment. Hopefully, that it goes well for the most part. But no, with the games and everything. But no, actually, before that.
Before that, the reason I brought up gaming is because we're trying to get this guy. Or I'm trying to get this guy to start a Twitch account since he likes gaming so much. All he has to do is start a Twitch account, and guess what? If he starts a Twitch account and it also comes on this show every now and then,
I see what you're doing.
There might be a following coming there.
All right. I see what you did. I see how you baited me here with alcohol, and I see how you baited me here. Everybody knows my weakness. You actually had two of them as well. Two of them all ready for me.
Hey, you're not the only one, man. Like people just, I just feel like they gotta do what they want to do to just be. I don't know, man. We're here too. The time we're here is really short. Man.
Yeah. I agree with you, man, and that's something that I think we both know personally. From your personal experiences, and and mine, and even something collectively together, that we've experienced, and it's. I always try to be the best person I can be. I'm not perfect. I've definitely done some shit. Yeah. So I've definitely done some shit I'm not proud of, but I really try to be. I want to be an example. I want to be a positive example. I feel like there's a lot of negativity in the world nowadays, especially, with social media, the platform. Everybody has a voice now, pretty much. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. We're sitting in your basement, just talking, drinking a beer, and we can just voice our opinion to the world, and everybody can hear it now. It's not like you're in your small circle anymore. And with the whole, I think, Facebook Live thing, I think there's too much.
That's scary.
Yeah, I think there's too much negativity coming from it. I understand I want to say the purpose of it, to try to broadcast like those moments in life where it's really special to you.
Yeah. And that's how they advertise it. Did you ever see the commercial? They actually had a commercial.
No, actually, I don't watch too much regular television besides when we're at the bar. To be honest with you,
usually sports is when I see it. But like it was during a sporting event when they had Facebook. I think it was during football season. They had Facebook Live commercials, and I was like, I don't know about this. And then, especially recently with the guy, who just killed that guy on Facebook Live.
The guy in Cleveland. Yeah, that's.
And there's no way to prevent something like that from happening from someone's account. Like it could happen. They're recorded. Yes, Facebook took the guy's page down, but the damage is already done. It's on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
It's the whole world saw it, and then there's a family, and
this guy didn't watch. I was not trying to watch that.
No, I personally did not watch the video because it's kind of you don't want to. It's kind of sad because I don't want to remember somebody like that, like seeing their like you want to remember a person for who they were,
especially the family. That's gotta be.
It's I wouldn't. I lost a parent when I was young, so. If that was like broadcasted to the whole world, I would feel like so singled out, like I did something wrong, or maybe we did something wrong, and now you have everybody's opinion being flooded from left and right, and I don't know how, especially as a younger, this happened when I was 14, so I don't know how I would have handled it as a younger person. I'm kind of glad that this whole, I guess, phenomenon with social media kind of occurred after I was in high school. because I feel like, the way kids are now, and I don't want to say it's all of them, but I feel like a good mass majority of kids are kind of, just kind of warped by the whole thing. They live for it, and
yeah, I mean, it's part of their life. This is the thing. This is the first generation that's had to deal with social media. Like everything, everyone got their news back in the day. They got their news from, I don't know, television stations,
newspaper, radio.
Newspaper, exactly, newspaper. And the fact that the information can be transferred so quickly around the world, like that.
It is. It's mind-boggling.
Yes.
As somebody who's been like with games, it's technology. It's something I've seen advance throughout my life. But this is something, and when it comes to, like, I'll even tell you, when it comes to computers and stuff like that, I am very novice. I don't know too much. But just to see the whole evolution of technology, most of it's done through phones now. I mean, I remember. My grandmother has one of those old rotator phones in her house, and I remember you have to use, one of those to call. And
those were cool.
Those are pretty. I used to mess with it all the time. However, excuse me,
calling 911 by accident.
Oh yeah, no, oh god, no, I definitely would have gotten some.
It's probably easier to call 911 these days than it was back then because you actually had to work for it.
Well, but I would feel, I don't know, man. That's true. I feel like, but that's a good thing about social media too. Like, that you can make things more aware. Like, since this gentleman, like, we'll talk about, what happened in Cleveland. This gentleman did a heinous act. He broadcasted it to the world. But now that we've all seen it, we all have a part in maybe trying to help catch this guy. And I think that everybody reposting stuff and just keeping everything updated. So I feel there is some it's sad that it had to come to that, but I feel that if this happened back in the day, maybe he wouldn't have been found as quick. Since everybody's literally on their phone all the time, they're constantly seeing this guy's face broadcasted, and they're like, oh, okay, we, this and that, and then they found him at a McDonald's, man. They found him at a McDonald's, and just,
of course, his fat ass will be found.
Yeah, right. Well,
coward ass motherfucker. Then he shot himself. Like, like face the music. Like at least do like Aaron Hernandez did. He went to court. He had his day. And then he did it inside. I would rather him do it that way than to do it outside or suicide by cop type thing.
Yeah, no, because you're putting other lives in danger. And I mean, whatever's going through, whatever went through their heads, I should say, for the most part. I mean, the world is not an easy place to live in. I mean, everybody judges. These gentlemen did some terrible things, but if that's ultimately God, I don't even know how to put it. If that's how they're kind of like their end game, then that's their end game. Like, just don't make anybody else suffer for it. You know what I mean? But, I know suicide awareness is like a very big thing, and it's not a very easy subject to talk about. I know some people personally that have had issues with that. And so even though a lot of people are happy, or some people are kind of, they're pretty much happy that Aaron, did that to himself. Some people were kind of like, hey, man, like, that's still like a disease. You shouldn't, got to man up, live your life type of thing. So I don't know, man. It is a very touchy subject.
Man up, bro. So
right.
Who's this? Whose pick is this? This is the Broncos?
Yeah, Chad Kelly. Hold on. I'm going to reach into the...
Might as well grab me one of those. Grab me a bitch.
Yeah. There's several in here. There's several in here.
Not grab them by the pussy either, folks.
Yeah.
You might want to put that other one in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all the way here. Let me actually get up, too. I don't want to put that right there.
Yes, we also have a refrigerator right nearby.
The what is it? God, the perks of being lazy. There we go. the perks of being lazy.
No, that's the perk of being born in America, bro. We're some lucky motherfuckers.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Think about all the other people in the world who are end up in some fucked up situations. We're sitting down here drinking beer, talking about it.
Yeah, you know what, man? You're right.
In AC, where there's places in the world where people don't even have AC. That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, we're spoiled, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't hear you, by the way, because you're not on your mic. But just
okay,
finish your pour. Finish pouring.
I don't. My skills aren't as good as you, so it takes longer. All right.
As he pours it right over the mixing board, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be
about to be the first and the last.
Yeah, episode. Oh man. All right, here we go. All right, we got this. Okay. All right, I'm back into my Shrenya position, as my mother would say, being a Shrenya. Somebody who just kind of loafs around and does nothing. Or at least
You're not in there.
Oh, I'm not. Oh,
there you go.
There we
the
go.
Front,
Oh, okay.
front and the back, buddy. These are professional mics.
And the last mic I used when recording somewhere, God, it was so long ago. It was basically in my friend's basement, but it was very good stuff.
What are you trying to say?
No, this is good stuff too. I'm just saying, like, it's too advanced for me.
The last one that I used was in my friend's basement. Where are we?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Move that. They're not a sponsor.
Oh shit! I can't. Here, we'll just kind of put that
nice
right down there.
Oh,
It's empty. Don't worry. We're good. We're good.
But I am gonna finish this bad boy.
All right. So next beer I'll have, I guess I'll try one of those. See what it's like. I don't know.
It's an IPA, buddy.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it's 8.3.
Oh man, trying to get sauce. What is it, like 6:30?
It's fucking Saturday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry.
It's your day off. It's my day off.
I don't get too many of these, so like it's weird to be off on a weekend. Nonetheless, I'm generally off during a weekday sometimes for the most part. So it's kind of 6:30. Everybody's getting off work and getting ready for dinner.
To be honest, like when I used to work jobs where I had days off during the week, I kind of liked it better because there was less people out during the day.
You know, it's crazy. That's actually a very good observation, man. When you and I went to go see what was it, Logan, and I know you got there.
Good flick,
very good movie. Very good movie. If you haven't seen it, we highly recommend it. Especially even if you're not a fan of superhero movies, it's something definitely to watch. But we went to see it up at Potomac Mills, and I know you got there a little earlier than I did. I was trying to have my time management be a little better, but obviously not. And so I get up there, man, and I'm literally driving around the parking lot for, like 25 minutes. At least almost a half hour. Just there's people everywhere, man. I'm like, where are all these people coming from? What is there? And Potomac Mills is not the mall it used to be, or anything.
See, I guarantee this is what happened with Potomac Mills. Springfield closed down, and when that happened, no one had anywhere to go, so they went to either Potomac Mills. Or the local people went to Potomac Mills. If they were really adventurous, they'd go out to like Pentagon City or Tyson's. But
Tyson's is expensive, man. I didn't go out there.
Potomac Mills just became this big hub. Like, it's nuts, man. I used to work in a Mills when I was living in California. I worked at a Mills because it's a corporation.
Oh, really? No shit. I actually, believe it or not, man, I did not know that. That's so crazy.
Yeah,
I feel kind of mindfucked right now.
I used to
living out here my whole life. I had no idea.
I used to think that Potomac Mills was the only one because that was people would come up from like Richmond on buses to go to the outlets, the Potomac Mills outlets.
Yeah, that's something my grandmother. Yeah, that sounds like something my grandmother does when she goes out to Wheeling out in Pennsylvania.
But that's what it was back then. But when I was living in California, I was selling cell phones. I got a job at this mall called Ontario Mills. I love that mall, by the way.
Is it not?
It's better than Potomac Mills, bro.
I'm sure, especially in California, man. Oh God, I've always wanted to go. Not gonna lie, I hope I get to go.
So many beautiful women walking around.
Oh God, I can only imagine. I'd probably my fuzzy little head would probably explode.
The chicks that would be like so. Some of them would be so hot, you wouldn't think that they would even ever like look at you. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm a good-looking man. I'm a good-looking man.
Well, sir, that's not for me to judge.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here, so it's okay. Thank you, world.
Like, man, they're ridiculous, and they give you the time of day. You know how out here is like these. I don't want to say mediocre, but not the same caliber as what Cali has.
Well, since you've been there, I know you've seen it, but I feel like I see a lot of beautiful women in Virginia.
They're around. I'm not saying that. That's why I was trying not to, because I'm not trying to kill my entire.
The audience is now deaf. I
wasn't trying to do that, but I'm just saying, like, after being out there and experiencing Cali life, man, like there's nothing like some of those women out there.
Yeah, my friend, he's a Marine. He's actually he's living out there now. I believe he's in Florida right now, doing something, but he lives in Cali, man, and he tells me it's beautiful out there. So it's something.
Oh, yeah. Where's he at? San Diego or?
It's God. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I feel kind of bad that I don't know off the top of my head.
I was stationed in 29 Palms, which is like fucking bumfuck California to Egypt.
Honestly, if I text him right now, he'd probably tell me, but he's probably gonna be like, "You're an asshole if you don't know where I live." So I'll get y'all to, you know.
Why would he yell at you?
It's like our mutual brotherly bond that we have. That's always like, "Come on, man, I've known you this long. You don't know where I live."
This dude's name's Butt. Butt.
Is it on the back of his jersey?
Yes, it was on the back of his jersey.
Oh man. Well, hey man.
Man, I'm sorry, but the draft doesn't do anything for me, bro. Like, I look at it like this. Maybe when I was in high school and I was an aspiring football player.
Okay.
If anybody knows me, I'm small. I ain't playing no fucking pro football or college football. But anyway, I loved it then. But now I just watch pro. I don't watch any college football. And so all these people who are getting picked, like everybody else is excited. Oh, he got so and so. I'm like, who is this guy? When he gets in the league and he does something, then holla at me.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of dedication to be like that involved in sports too. To be honest with you,
I don't got time for that.
I don't mind. Excuse me. The draft. I don't mind watching the draft and seeing who we get, especially the first couple of rounds.
Oh yeah, I'll watch probably the first round. Maybe the second round just to see, especially we gotta know who the skins got. Right?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm actually, I'm even though my family's from the Pittsburgh area, I've lived out here my whole life, so I have no animosity towards the Skins. If anything, I want to see them do good.
Damn, I just forgot. I forgot.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, shout out to Michael P.J. Clayton.
Yeah, I just forgot. I forgot who I had in here.
Yeah, right. It's all right. Don't worry, man. We got. All right. I'll let you continue before judo kick me across the room.
Whoa, judo kick. First of all, sir, there's no kicks in judo.
Oh my God, geez, see,
I'm gonna be. Hey, when
I know
it
you're
comes
gonna
to
get technical. Yeah, I know you're gonna get technical.
Arts, and when it comes to martial arts, I'm going to get technical.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I'm a technical. Look, I get it at my gym, dude. Like I'm. Everyone tells me you're super technical. And then when I'm correcting people, I always correct people. It's kind of.
What is it?
I feel like a douchebag sometimes when I do it, but I'm a very technical person, and I guess I shouldn't expect other people to. I shouldn't be projecting my. Yeah. What I think everyone should be from the. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel, if anything, that you're just trying to enlighten somebody to your perspective? Like
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, because I could see where some people would get the misconception of you being like blunt or being a douchebag or something, or something like that.
No, first of all, I like how you politically put that, because that's look. I get called asshole. Well, I haven't gotten douche though.
Not dude. I don't want to say it's an outdated
term,
but
I
don't know.
Definitely got an asshole though.
Well, I've gotten an asshole before, and I've gotten you're a dick type of thing. But yeah, douchebag. You're right. I don't think I've ever gotten douchebag. I won't lie to you. That's
I've never got a douchebag, which is, I think it's a good thing. I would rather be an asshole than a douchebag.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
if I had to be anything, I mean, that doesn't make sense either.
That one thing you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah. An asshole. Nah.
No, but I feel like if you're trying to, if anything.
Sorry. The Yankees were on TV.
Yeah,
sorry,
oh my
guys.
God. So if anything, I feel like if you're trying to enlighten somebody, or even if you come off blunt, I feel sometimes maybe you've experienced too much of what that person's giving off to you in terms of a vibe, and you're just like, no. And you're like, this is like, I've seen this before, and it's not good, at least in my opinion, so this is what I'm going to tell you in the way I think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of get where you're coming from when it's like,
What the hell is this?
That's
why they lost today. What the hell is that?
It's a woman in a looks
in
like
a
a tutu
dancing to the plate to throw the first pitch. That's why they lost.
Who are they playing?
I was there last night.
Is this the first game of the series?
Second game of the series. They lost. Okay. Last night was the first game. They were there. I lost that. They almost came back, but.
Oh, man.
So yeah. Dusty was mad.
Dusty's, yeah. Look at Dusty.
Dusty was mad as shit.
Oh man, dude.
And then there was a controversial call where the Worth and the second baseman ran into each other, and it was.
Didn't somebody hurt their leg last night?
That was last night, bro. I was there. Yeah. It was Eaton.
Oh shit, dude.
Adam
Yeah, you
Eaton,
did come in kind of late last night. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
he ran up the first base line and just buckled and fell over. I mean, he got the hit. It was crazy, and this is how weird it was.
All right.
I think it was the same play. He got the hit. The shortstop missed it, and the only reason he got the hit and made it to first base is because the shortstop missed it. Like, it was an infield hit.
See, man, the refs, they were saying that call was controversial for the most part,
Well, no,
you're
not that
talking
one.
about his injury.
I was talking
You're
about
talking-
I was talking about today. That call was it was worth. The second baseman tried to tag him out, but he dropped the ball and he had to try to go get the ball, but he ran into Worth trying to go around to third. But then once he picked it up, Worth was still running. And he threw him out, and they called him out. And then Dusty came out. I thought Dusty's 68 years old. I thought he was going to come out there and get ejected.
He's been around a long time, man.
Yeah, and but he's a winner. That's why I'm glad he's here, bro.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You got somebody with his skill set. It's always good to have in your town. But
he's a Marine. Hoorah.
All right.
I mean, he is. He was in the reserves, but he's a Marine.
But when it comes to like officiating in sports, I think I was sitting where I was sitting at up at Lux with Jay the other night, and they had a stat.
We're not naming bars. They're not sponsoring us yet. Okay.
All right.
Well, but I guarantee you,
So I was sitting in this watering hole.
if I start getting followers, because we're gonna do some shows live. Because I already talked to Thomas, and he said that we could probably do some live.
Oh, that's
live
pretty cool,
podcasts
man.
from there.
That's pretty dope. I'm sure that would be. Oh God. That actually would be a good idea. I think that would be really good.
I want to get these followers up though.
That's like the public platform for us, man.
Yeah.
It really is. But I was watching with Jay, and they had I think a stat. Yeah, they had a stat come across. I think the Nationals game is because it's the night that all the Wiz, the Nats, and the Caps won, and it was talking about the officiating in sports. Like, who do people have a who do people like more when it comes to officiating? Who is like the best officiator, so to speak? And the NHL was right up there, and the NFL was like obviously down at the bottom.
Yeah, I gotta give NHL pretty good, man.
And but what is it? The baseball, man, it was kind of like in the middle, and I always view baseball as it's called America's sport and everything.
America's greatest pastime.
And it's something that it just kind of bugs me because I know sometimes living in the world nowadays with all the sport teams there's favoritism. Like, I don't know, I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists that think the refs are in on it type of thing, but I believe there are a lot of people out there that really believe that some people were paid off to make a certain call and make something happen just to not have another team progress through especially a playoff series. So I don't know. It just kind of bugs. I don't know. Not bugs me, but it kind of blows my mind that people really think that. Maybe it is real. Maybe I'm the naive one. I don't know. But when it comes to officiating, I feel that baseball always does a pretty stand-up job. To be honest with you,
I think baseball is in the middle for a reason, because baseball is probably the only sport, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that is probably still the realest. You know what I'm saying? Baseball has not changed much in the, what is it, 150 years that it's been
that's
around?
a long time, man.
Yeah. It's the only thing that's changed is the fact that the players get paid a shitload of money.
Yeah, what? Dude?
And
So much money. Oh my God.
What is it? The replay now. They have replay for certain plays, things that happen, reviews. Football, it's just too much. It's like it makes the games longer. Baseball, granted, don't get me wrong. Baseball, 3 hours. Some people think it's boring, but if you actually pay attention and you know what's going on, like, baseball is a very intriguing sport.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more because I was kind of like when I was younger, my grandfather used to watch the Pirates all the time. So, I as a kid, it's like, oh, it's baseball. Oh, man, it's boring.
Well, it's different when you play though. When you're a kid and you go
playing when I was a kid, I didn't mind playing, but watching it was the bore to me. But that was on television, and when I went to my first Pirates game,
that's what everyone says.
Yeah, when I went to my first Pirates game, it was it was many years ago. But I went with my uncle, and we were in Pittsburgh. It was the 4th of July weekend out there on Three Rivers, man. They had the boats with shooting off the fireworks during the game. I can't remember who they played, to be honest with you. I think they played LA. They played somebody, man. God.
Dodges.
So, yeah, I really want to say, excuse me, I really want to say that's who that was, but I can't remember. But I remember being there, and the whole game I had a blast, man. Yeah. I had a complete blast.
Super fun, bro.
It just, everybody was into it, and it was a good game too. I mean,
you ever been to a minor league game?
No, I don't. No. Like, I'm just gonna say no because then I'm gonna try to make comparisons to things that probably aren't even close. But no, well, I want to say no. Absolutely
I grew up on baseball, playing baseball. I love baseball. Like, I mean, I kind of fell out of it for a while, especially when I started doing martial arts. A lot of sports took the back burner, like even football. Like I didn't watch like basketball to this day. I rarely watch basketball, but baseball for some reason, especially now that I guess I'm in a town that we finally have a baseball team, and they're fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude. The Nationals. I think this town has an incredible amount of talent across.
All sports.
Yeah, all sports. I know the Redskins suffer from, their woes. Yeah, like their woes. But there's a lot of potential in this town, man. There really is.
But the sad part is we never win anything.
They're capitalizing. But I feel
capitalize.
Oh my God,
they play tonight.
Yeah, you see what I did there. But
nice.
But I feel like it's gonna happen. I really do. I don't know if I feel deep down. And when I say happen, I really feel like it's going to happen soon. I'm not trying to even speak for this year.
I mean, to be honest, it has to happen soon. But because all these players' contracts, and I don't care what team all these players' contracts are coming up, or they're going to be ready to retire. Ovechkin definitely is probably getting ready to retire.
Yeah, he's been around.
He plays in Russia in the off season. Like,
yeah, so that guy's a trooper, man.
He never gets hurt. I don't watch a lot of hockey. I watch playoff hockey.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with that. I know there are a lot of diehard hockey fans. I don't mind watching it, but I just don't follow much during the regular season. If it's on, it's on. I think really the only thing I really won't watch on TV, or even if I do for a couple, is golf. Well, I don't really watch golf. I used to watch golf a little bit, but that's another thing. I watched golf when I used to work at a golf course. My first job was at a golf course. I feel like I have an echo, but you don't have an echo. Do you have an echo?
I don't know. Does it?
Can you hear me now?
No, you are perfectly clear, but I feel like sure? I'm not coming out clear. But anyway,
just smack it a couple times, smack it.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was like that was a little awkward. My bad, man. You are only like a foot and a half away from me. Yeah. So back to the putter.
There's my box for my new clubs over there.
You're gonna go out tomorrow? Yeah, going out with Clay and Notter, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go, and I think Tara's going too.
You guys going out to Pohick, man?
Pohick Bay.
Hey, man, I haven't been out there, and
I've never played that course.
That's crazy, man. I've never been to the course, but when I was younger, I always used to go to the pool down there, man. It was like, because I went to daycare when I was younger, when my parents were at work. So during the summertime, they take you on field trips and stuff like that, and that was like every Thursday type of thing. Man, I love that place, and learn how to swim there, and they had the slide and the diving board and all that. Man, that place really brings back memories. It really does. But it's a nice little place down there. Honest to God, man.
It's a nice little place down there.
Oh,
I just made that up. I don't know what song that is.
Well, you ready to sing? I mean, we can sing if you want to.
Nah, bro, we're not singing.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, man.
This though. I don't know if I want to play it because it's gonna be loud. I'll mute it, but this shit's hilarious. The new Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh yeah, I remember. This is they remade it, or is it update?
It's a new season.
It's a new season.
There's new people. I even think one of the voices are different, but Crow sounds the same. I'm not gonna play it on here because it's Netflix and we don't have the rights for that, but. Maybe for the audio, I won't be able to cut it out for the YouTube. I had to figure that out. 5, 4, 3, 2. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Motivated Moving Solutions. Make your best move your next move. Fully licensed and insured and bonded. Motivated Moving Solutions is a veteran-owned company. They are also brought to you by my friend Jay Joseph. Also, you can get in contact with them by 703-772-7171, info at mms20@gmail.com or at motivatedmovingsolutions.com. They are relocation specialists. They specialize in commercial and residential deliveries, reloading, unloading, and loading of all materials and equipment that you may need. Just make sure you contact them at one of their special spots, 703-772-7171 for their phone number, or motivatedmovingsolutions.com. That's Motivated Moving Solutions. Motivated Moving Solutions. Make your best move your best move.
And this guy, what is that, with a rocket launcher? What is that?
That's a telescope. I don't know what that is. But I got
it's definitely not a rocket launcher.
Slowing down the video.
Oh, the video. That means nobody wants to watch it.
Well, we're not live. Well, we're live. Yeah, we're live.
We're live? Oh, still here. Still here. That was going to be the name of my mixtape when I...
We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
That's dope. So one time you got to come on here. You got to actually rap some shit.
Yeah, no, I will, hold on. I will get to, you know what? I'm actually kind of glad you asked me that, dude. Because that's a topic of discussion that a lot of people ask me about, especially nowadays. It's something that I was very, what is the word I'm looking for? I was very adamant about that when I was younger. Making music, especially any type of music, I will say, it is an expression of self. You are basically cracking yourself open for the world. Yeah, you're basically cracking yourself.
I'm laughing at you're pouring it. No, keep
going. So I'm pouring. No, I keep forgetting the camera.
No,
here,
fuck it. But it's good. Like that's a good thing.
No. So this is.
That's how you know it's real when people.
Yeah. So this is probably not the best pour. I got. Oh yeah, I got to keep that down there. Well, no.
I mean, we know what it is, but however.
Yeah.
We're not giving them extra run time. Come on now,
dude. Well,
they already got plenty of money.
That's all right. They can take all of mine. That's fine. But
Budweiser taking no. How about they give some money? How about that?
Yeah, right. As much as it's probably shit. Anyway,
are they? They're not even owned by an American company anymore. I don't think.
No, they're not, man.
That's crazy.
It's I'm sure my dad
need to find out. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Pull it up. I believe it's German based now. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
I believe it's German based now.
And you're still drinking. So now you're
drinking German beer. I have to drink.
Freaking Nazi. No, not everybody drinks German beer is Nazis. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I was only saying that because I'm Italian and German, so now I really feel like I'm out of place. Sorry, no.
Let's see, Budweiser. Bud, you can keep talking though.
Oh no, but I was sipping this Budweiser that German made. You know.
Owners. Oh my God.
God, a smoke would be so good right now. I hate the fact. I hate it.
Yeah, no smoking inside, buddy. I mean, if you really need to smoke, then we can go ahead and end this. But
no, I would never end this. Not for
no. Look. There's got to be a cutoff at some point, though.
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, dude, trust me, we could talk for whatever, dude. It is not up to me. Well, I guess it is up to me because I'm sitting here with you, but I don't care, man. This is cool. We're having a good time. I just, it's the first time, you want it to be something special. It already is something special.
Anheuser-Busch, this is from Wikipedia.
Okay.
Anheuser-Busch has a market share in the United States of 50.9%. God damn.
That's probably a lot of the middle of America too,
of
man.
All beers sold. I didn't even finish the sentence. That's crazy.
Dude, it's Budweiser, man. I'm sorry. This is like the only beer that I know, man. Like, I like other beers. I enjoy them. But this was like the beer my dad had, that my dad drank. So it was just, and even his friends drank it too, man.
This is primarily composed of Budweiser brands. In 2008, the Belgian-Brazilian beer giant InBev bought the majority of Anheuser-Busch stock at $70 per share.
so
So
odd,
they
man.
own a majority of the company. It's still American, I guess.
Well,
but the controlling interest is a Belgian Brazilian beer company.
it's
How the
really
fuck
weird.
does
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
hold up.
yeah, like that's so weird.
How
Like,
the fuck does a Belgian
maybe we are at the
Brazilian
end.
how do
Yeah.
okay, how do Belgians and Brazilians come together to make a giant beer company and then
take over like America's most.
and
Maybe
have-
the world is really coming to an end.
No, it's not coming to an end. Everything is being globalized. That's the I mean it's not a bad thing.
I don't even want to drink this anymore.
It's part of the internet, man. The internet is what made everything the way it is
The
now.
internet is still undefeated, by the way. The internet is still undefeated.
Undefeated in what?
I mean, God, it's got all the information in the world, right?
Oh, yeah, and it's also
I'm not saying all of it is
also
not
got
is
fake
correct.
news.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's all correct because there's a lot of bullshit out there too. But
fake
I mean, you can
news.
literally find anything, anything.
Huge fake news. That was pretty good, actually.
There was a guy.
Huge fake news.
Do you watch what is it? The Daily Report, dude?
Is that even come? Are you talking about with the new guy?
Yeah.
What's his name?
The Daily Show. Excuse me. Is it
Yeah.
the Daily Show?
Yeah, the
yeah,
Daily Show.
The Daily
What's
Show.
the
Excuse
new
me.
guy's name?
Noah Trevor.
Noah Trevor.
Yeah, Noah Trevor.
I'm
He.
not gonna lie. I don't think he's that funny.
I've
I've watched his stand up and I don't think he's.
Oh,
that
so I've
funny.
never seen his stand up, but I feel like I pretty much enjoy what he's doing right now. Personally,
I don't have a problem with it. It's just
I know replacing Jon Stewart is well, it's replacing Jon Stewart. So
Well, I watched the Colbert Report way more than I watched the Daily Show.
Really?
Yeah. Colbert was funny as shit.
I actually enjoy some of his stuff a lot too. To be honest with
I
you,
haven't gotten a chance to watch his new show, but the Colbert Report was hilarious. And I didn't realize until later. Remember, what was the name of that show? I think it was on Adult Swim. What was it? He was an attorney.
God, dude.
But Colbert was the voice of one of the guy with the eye patch.
I want to say I wouldn't like.
You know what
Like,
I'm talking about.
I do. I have to know what you're talking about. But
what's
my
his name?
my raging bitch side is not allowing me to know.
Oh, you got the raging bitch.
The raging bitch.
Hey, that bitch will fucking fuck you.
The fucking rage.
She will fuck the shit out of you.
Christ have mercy on our soul.
Sir, relax with the religion stuff.
Oh. No.
Yeah, this podcast just went south.
Yeah, we're not
Greg
getting any
Popovich.
views.
Greg Popovich.
No, it
looks
it's
like an
crazy.
old man with a beard
Dude,
right now.
it's just like, it's funny you say that. Bring his name up. I just recently read he left, I think, a $5,000 tip on an $800 tab at some type of bar.
he's a baller.
Yeah, well, I know that, but that since you brought his name up, I think that's fucking dope. That somebody's just like, you know what, like let's spread the wealth, that type of mentality. You know what I mean?
You sound like a socialist.
Not a socialist. Oh my
He
god,
said spread the wealth.
there ain't nothing wrong with
Like,
spreading the wealth, man.
How about entrepreneurship? How about that? How about this?
Well, starting from the bottom, is,
now we're here.
Yeah. Oh god, dude. You can't even say certain shit anymore without it like referencing. Like everything.
Every song.
What was that? That one song when he's like on a Tuesday or some shit.
Going up on a Tuesday?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. So like every time, I can't like that. I would say that it would like everybody like immediately thinks of that song, and whatever I'm saying means absolutely nothing to them because that song is stuck in their head.
So someone says, so I'm gonna be going up
On a Tuesday. Yeah, like
you can't pause. You better finish that.
Yeah,
sentence.
exactly. It's a thing now. It is embedded in culture. That is okay.
Well, that's the beautiful thing. Like as much we're kind of shitting on the social media thing earlier, but
No, I know. I was looking at just
I
I guess what was going on.
I feel what you're saying. My point is that's the cool part is like the whole meme thing. Like now,
Memes.
a certain idea, which that's what meme means, can just go around the internet and you change one aspect of it, but people still get it right away.
That's pretty dope.
That's awesome, dude.
That memes are. I see why people say memes are life, bro.
Yeah,
they really. Some of them are.
If you're having a bad day and you see a good meme,
Yeah. Right? Like who? Like never when I was younger would I have thought that if I would have looked at the same picture with different wording,
yeah,
would it make me feel some type of way?
exactly.
It's and there you go, some type of way.
Some
You know,
day.
like see you got it's just
The
God.
meme makes you feel some type of way.
Oh my God, the memes.
Who's getting knocked out on TV right now?
Hold on, it's looking. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to.
This is boxing.
Yeah, well,
I don't know much about boxing. And
boxing
I'm a fucking
is
martial artist. That's crazy.
Like, no, I
you know, like I used to get a lot of shit from like the boxers in the gym I used to train at.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know shit about. I mean, I can box. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I just don't know about boxing. Like
in terms of like the like boxers,
on like the boxing, like
or the scene,
the boxing level. Like I used to train with. I mean, I still train with high level people, but I used to train with like high level professional boxers, professional Muay Thai fighters, professional jiu-jitsu people. You know what I'm saying? Professional MMA fighters. I still train with professional MMA fighters, but like boxers, like pure boxers, they fucking talk shit about like.
Well, yeah, because
MMA
I know. See, mixed martial correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you're already going to, but I know mixed martial arts is yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen. So like, I'm letting you know.
Hold on, Mr. Anderson.
So, no, right? Pretty much
the inevitability. I can't say it.
Inevitability.
Yes,
the inevitability.
That word.
Not tomato. But now I lost my train of thought. God damn you, man. Now I'm thinking of the Matrix.
Boxing. You were talking about boxing.
Oh, so I'm thinking of thank you, by the way. So I'm thinking I've always looked, I mean, boxing has always been, at least back in the day, it was always bigger than mixed martial arts on, I think, on a public platform, like for something for you to watch.
It still is.
And it's crazy that it still is, because I don't feel that way anymore, especially big UFC events, man. Like when it comes to the UFC, I'm a casual fan. Like I'm not like a super diehard fan. I watch it. I know some fighters. I've seen several fights. I've watched for several years, but I'm not overly involved with it. But to say that boxing is more popular still, I would find that to be hard to agree with, because boxing is a certain style of fighting. It's just, you stand your ground, you swing your arms, you guard, and that's it. It's just technical craftsmanship. And UFC, there is and I understand why you enjoy it so much, is because you can do so much with the different styles of fighting.
There's a bunch of ways you can win.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So I see why would more than likely be more popular, because it's more diverse in terms of styles of fighting.
Well,
it's not just standing there. I mean, yeah, there's southpaw, and there's having the strong counter and everything, but those are very, it's very limited after a while. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, and that would actually be my argument as to why it would be more popular, but it's not, because MMA. No, I don't want to say MMA. Boxing has been around for a long time.
It has, yes, absolutely. Well, yeah, dude, no, absolutely.
Boxing is something especially in America, the inner cities, where poorer people can get involved for a cheaper price. Usually, going to a martial arts school, like straight up martial arts, boxing is a martial art, so I
know it's kind of like you're on that line.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got you.
Going to a traditional martial arts school, say you want to do taekwondo, you want to go now because jiu-jitsu is so popular, you want to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you want to do Muay Thai. Going to a school like that costs a lot more than probably going to a boxing gym. And because even if you don't go to a boxing gym, some people start out of their basement or their garage. Like, I have a bag right here, you know what I'm saying? It's a Muay Thai bag, but that shit is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? But
we've been sitting here this whole time, and there's this big ass bag just hanging next to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be banging the shit out that motherfucker.
I'm sure you do.
Motherfuckers don't understand.
Probably why that big ass TV doesn't work. You probably kick the shit out of
that TV stopped working a long time. I want that fucking TV out of here, but that's neither here nor there. But
well, we'll get you a TV.
Yeah, I want to get a big flat screen to go up there.
Do you want to mount it on the wall?
The big one, the one over here, I use for design work. and web.
It's a nice monitor. What is it, like 32?
It's a 30. It's a TV. It's a Sony inch 32 inch.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, it looks like a 32 inch, man.
But
like
I use it for.
I'm so hip.
I
I'm so
use
hip.
it. Yeah, that was
You fucking young kids. I'm still around.
That was good. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well, because I have used similar sizes. So you can't say anything anymore without it sounding weird. But I've used similar sizes.
Only in your head, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. It sounds.
If I didn't hear you, I'd probably just be over here
weird.
like this.
Maybe because it's coming from my chest also, so it just sounds weird. Yeah.
Oh man, your chest. Like,
when I'm talking, I can hear myself.
I see.
Fool. You crazy?
Well, yeah. No, I'm just raging.
You're getting drunk. That's what's happening. We're gonna have to cut this podcast, folks, because RJ is about to lose his mind.
No. The Caps game's coming on, man.
Oh yeah, it is changing.
But you got the remote. You live here.
Yeah, I don't know where the remote.
You have to get up.
I don't want to get up. I'm sitting nice and comfortable right now.
I know, right? Getting a nice back pillow like right
I
here.
had it over here. I didn't finish my thought though. Was that a burp?
Yes, it was, man.
Jesus, don't do that in the mic, bro.
No, that's why I'm turning my head this way. It's like, now we're gonna have to get some like disinfectant because I burped on it, you know.
Whatever.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking. Oh, what I was saying about boxing and MMA. Boxing, like I said, has been around for a long time. It's cheaper for people to get involved. Like, and this is coming. I don't want to bring it to this, but being a black male.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, that's understandable.
Especially in the inner cities, it's cheaper. Like I said, it's cheaper. It's more people are. It's easy accessible. And here's the thing that I to be honest, that black folks have against MMA. I'm not trying to go like.
What do you feel like it belongs like in a certain culture? You mean?
No. It's just certain hang-ups that black people have about certain things, like golf. There's not a lot of black people that play golf. First of all, again, it goes back to the money thing. It's expensive.
Yeah.
First, you got to pay greens fees, and you got to pay, like, you got to buy the clubs, and you got to do all this. So it's not cheap. Also, because it's been traditionally white males, like, that's not what black people do type mentality.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with MMA. I mean, it's getting look, just like every other sport, like basketball, football started out was all actually football is a perfect example. Football started out, it was all Ivy League schools. It was Howard, Yale. I think Princeton might have had a team back in the day.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
No, that sounds about right. That sounds right.
And guess who was going to those schools? White males.
Yeah. No.
But guess what? God. Guess what football is now?
Oh no, I believe
probably 85% to 90% black male.
Well, I think that sounds about right. I was gonna say it might be a little more than that, but 80 to 5. Oh, I would personally say just 90. Like I feel that's more of a well-rounded number. But I can understand that.
But that's black athleticism. That's what that is.
I mean, that's
shout out to Musin.
It's just one of those things where, you know, I look at, and you make a very good point when it comes to you know, the whole inner city thing. You know, where it's something available to you. And
like in the 80s. Remember how I don't know if you remember, but karate was very popular in the 80s. I'd say the 70s too.
You know, actually, I would feel. See, now I feel like I'm contradicting myself because I know it. I know when I was younger, it was more popular amongst people that I knew. Now, it's like
karate or boxing.
Karate with me, okay. but with now that was with the younger people that I knew. When it came to like my dad and his friends or people that were maybe a little older, it's all about boxing. Mm-hmm. You know, because maybe that's the time where karate and all forms of martial arts were really becoming big or more aware. Because I really do feel, even though boxing is a juggernaut at the end of the day, I feel like the mixed martial artists category gives more of a variety to different people. You know, like I feel like there's just so much more that you can learn. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different styles, this and that, this and that. So I honestly feel boxing is still I feel boxing is the fundamental to me. And everything after it is an expansion of it. Like, honestly.
I agree. Boxing, boxing is one dimensional. Karate's one dimensional. I don't say karate's one dimensional, but there's no grappling in karate. That's like I don't.
No, well, I'm not a big fan of the whole holding thing either, but that is a part of it, in terms of, trying to.
Are you talking about boxing?
Yeah, yeah. Well, like if you're, if you can't get a good hit in or anything, you just got to hold, or if you're not
well,
trying
that's
to
why
take
they
a
break
hit.
them up, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But I feel that shouldn't be a thing sometimes. Like, I feel like the whole aspect of the craft is to honor your style. You know what I mean? So you get, you have both your hands, you're up, you're fighting, you're swinging, this and that. You're not supposed to be broken up, man. Like, you're not. I mean, granted, it is a sport, so there have to be rules.
Well, again, that's why because it's a sport. That's why. If it was in the street, ain't nobody gonna break it. Like that. Like,
good
why
point.
are you even fighting?
Yeah, good point.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
point.
If you're holding each other, then why don't y'all just hug it out? You know what I'm saying? In the street, I mean. Like,
no, but I've seen that in some fights before. Some, where it's more of a hug fest than an actual fight, and I feel like the technicality of it kind of ruins it sometimes.
Well, I would say even pure boxing fans would agree with that. MMA, well, see, I don't want to contradict myself.
Yeah.
Because in MMA, I don't like to see. I can't say I don't like to see holding, but that's part of grappling is part of MMA. So when I hear, this is my biggest pet peeve when I'm watching MMA or I'm at I mean, I've been to a bunch of MMA fights, but when I'm at one or I'm watching it on TV and I hear the crowd booing, like that is my biggest pet peeve. It's like, first of all, you fucks do not know what it takes to fucking even have the balls to go in there to train fucking 8 weeks your ass off 2 to 3 times a day.
It's intense. I know it's intense, man.
Sacrifice family, friends, life, whatever, to potentially, shit, you could die in there. To be honest, like you could die, but or be like seriously injured.
Yeah.
And you want to fucking boo because you don't fucking like what they're doing? It's still technical. Just because you don't fucking stand it doesn't mean that nothing's going on.
Yeah, I would have to say, if you wanted that, just watch wrestling.
I've almost gotten in fights in bars because of that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I know and I know you're more of the expert when it comes to these things, but I really feel when it comes to any sport, like whether it's martial arts or boxing or baseball, basketball, whatever it is, as long as you're a fan, you're a fan. But I think when you take it over the line, like when it's like being a belligerent fan, like you have too many beers and you want to slap some guy just because he's a fan.
There's a lot of those. This last one that was in Nashville recently, like I heard a lot of booing, and I was like, I guarantee a lot of those motherfuckers were fucking probably toasted when they were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not. There's one thing to be like. See, I'm a big fan of everything that I love, but I am not a fan to the point where I will bash somebody else's fandom. Like the whole aspect of being a fan of anything is to enjoy it. So what you have to know about being a fan is you have to know how to win, and you also know how to lose. So if you don't know how to lose and you end up being I guess a douchebag, since we've never been called douchebags. since you want to be a douchebag. I
may have been called a douchebag.
Yeah. Well, I personally don't think. Well,
I don't think so. I may have. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
You got some shit right there, man. But
what?
No, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
I'm on the phone. Shit. I'm trying to post a picture to
post a
Facebook
picture.
page.
Yeah, post a picture. Are we taking another selfie? Is it going to take like 5 tries?
No. I'm just going to use the same one.
All right.
Post a picture to the. But keep going.
know, but basically, you know, what's going on is like fandom is fandom. Being a fan is a part of culture, and culture is different everywhere. But I think if you're a fan, there's a small line between being a fan and then being an obsessive person who lives in a culture. Like my family's from, you know, the Pittsburgh area. You know, we have rivals all throughout the AFC. You know, you got Baltimore, Cleveland, you know, the Bengals. And it's like, I enjoy playing those teams. If I lose to those teams, I'm going to be upset. But I'm not going to go up to and one of my best friends is a Ravens fan. I love this guy. I'm not going to walk up to him and be some asswipe to him. I'll give you a good example. The game Christmas Day this past year where Antonio Brown got that amazing, just stretched his arm and got that touchdown.
Are we talking about Pittsburgh?
Yes, we are. It's my podcast now.
Keep going, I guess.
So, yeah, I guess. So, basically, once the game was over, I hit him up. I said, hey, man, good game. Love you. And he's cool about it. But some people, man, they will fucking give you the run of the mills, man. They'll just hate on everything. Man, my team doesn't win all the time. Man, I've lost to fucking, you know, Oakland when they weren't even good, you know, or the Dolphins. The Dolphins haven't been relevant in, you know, forever. And that goes for any team.
Well, not forever. Like,
well, I don't want to say forever, and I'm not trying to shit on anybody. Like I said, I'm a fan, but I'm not trying to shit on anybody's passion. But some people take it to such an extreme that they'll go up and slap somebody or cause some harm to somebody. For what?
I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, like for what? Like, have some composure, man. Like, just Jesus Christ.
Have some civility,
yeah,
sir.
It bugs me because
although, even though you say that, don't you wish that we could still smack the shit out of people? Like, take a glove.
Oh.
No, listen. Let me hear me out.
No, that's okay. All right, I got you.
Hear me out. Take a glove.
What the fuck am I doing with a glove? I'm like,
no. Well, back.
All right, well, continue. Yeah. So I need to know. So we got a glove.
Let me finish. You have I have a glove. I see someone that I don't like, or we have beef.
Are you talking about like throwing it down and everything?
Can I finish my thought?
Okay, all right.
And you fucking smack that motherfucker in the face with the glove and say, I challenge you to a duel.
Shit. I mean, that's...
And it's not no fucking... This was help population control also. It's not no fucking... It's not no duel like, oh, we're just going to fight in the fucking parking lot and like shake hands after. It's like, this is a fucking death duel, homie.
Oh, man.
I think that would fucking make people shut... They wouldn't be so fucking crazy to do stupid shit. You know what I mean?
No, I could feel how, like, knowing that there's a very severe consequence to that most people wouldn't do it.
It's like, you're an asshole. I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, but I never... I don't want to kill anybody. Like, I would never want to cause somebody so much harm to where it was just like, you know, I guess irreplaceable. Like, you know, like I would never want to do that to somebody.
I know what you're saying.
No, but I get what you're saying too. Is like you feel like if certain things were more, I guess strict or something more formal, then there wouldn't be like it's basically like a guideline. There wouldn't be all this shit that's everywhere that's where it's at now for the most part, right?
True.
So I definitely understand, man. I definitely understand, or at least I want to think I understand. But I also tell myself that I'm an intelligent man. Oh man,
he said I tell myself that I'm an intelligent man. Well, you are, man.
No, I try to be.
I mean, you make perfect pizzas, bro.
Oh, dude, it's it's not hard, man.
That was a perfect pour into that glass.
Oh, well, there's only so much beer left, so I would hope it'd be pour. I would show the can, but we're not trying to get copyrighted, the first day in.
Nah, we're good.
It's all good. All right, so what's happening? What are we talking about? What's going on?
I don't know. The Red Sox suck still.
Where are they playing? Chicago?
Yeah, the Cubs.
Let's see. Wait, is this on now, or are these highlights?
This
these look
is
like highlights. Yeah, I was about
I
to say.
thought we were watching. What were you watching?
The draft was
I
on.
was looking. I was looking for the Caps game.
Oh yeah. Where is the Caps game? I might have to make a drive here pretty soon and just go.
fucking sit around.
You're not driving anywhere. You better Uber. You're gonna Uber.
Uber
Yeah.
where?
You're gonna Uber wherever you're going.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Remember this is live. So you're going to Uber, sir.
So,
Just stick with it.
have you ever been in somebody else's car?
Yes, I've taken Uber.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, bringing up the whole Uber thing. So, I've, done the whole pizza thing for a long time. I've done a couple of different types of delivery jobs. I delivered flowers at one point for a couple months. I want to say maybe 6-7 months. I did work for a gentleman for a month. Actually, believe it, this is the only job I got fired from. I got fired from this job because I do have tardiness issues. And when I say tardiness issues, I mean like I come in at like 9:05. You know what I mean? Like type of shit. Like I'm so serious. Like got to be there.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. This guy.
No, I've been fired from jobs. My biggest thing is tardiness. So 5 minutes ain't shit. I'm like
I would never
15,
even think. No. Like
20.
No. There's no way, dude.
I know, but you're like a super. I don't know.
No, but this is what like I'm telling you, man. Like a buddy of mine got me this job because I have done the whole pizza thing for a long time. And they're like I did the whole driving thing for many years before I was into management. And so, delivery is all right. It makes okay money, but it's not steady. It's not consistent. So you want to find a stable job. A buddy of mine got me a job working with him, selling or not selling, but delivering paint and car parts to, I guess, mechanics in the area. And it was a good job. I worked hard, but I would always, because I'm not used to. I've always been spoiled when it comes to working like right by my job. I've always worked like 5 minutes away from where I work. And this is probably one of the first jobs that I ever had where I actually had to get on 95, go through traffic, and do all this. And I would try to leave at a reasonable time every day, for the most part. And I feel like, hey, man, you know what? I know it only takes 20 minutes to get there, but I wasn't really one of those people that, I guess factored in heavy traffic or traffic in general. And I would show up 5 minutes late, and the guy that I worked with, he was a nice guy, but he said, hey, man, he said, I got a guy that works out here, and he's always on time, but you're not. He said, I got to let you go. And it was, I was actually kind of shocked by it, to be honest with you. I was actually very shocked by it.
I did a good job, motherfucker.
No, I mean, my work, there is nothing wrong with my work, man. If anything, my work kind of defies me personally.
See, okay, and that goes back to what I was talking about the, like, shit being too traditional and structured. People don't act like that. People aren't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they're not structurable people. You know what I mean? So
dude,
the fact that if I get my work done and it exceeds your expectations, what time I get to work shouldn't fucking matter.
Exactly. And you know what's crazy, man?
Unless it's a time-based type thing, which I don't see where anything. If I meet your deadline, or I pass or surpass, or look, I'm early for the deadline,
then you're just kind of.
So if I come in at 10:05 and I'm supposed to be there at 9, but I fucking knocked out the shit in 30 minutes.
See,
that's due fucking. I feel what you're saying, but that's that traditionalist shit. That's that. Do you know where the whole 9 to 5 Monday through Friday thing came from?
No, honestly, no, man. I've always just considered it a part of society.
Exactly.
I've just considered.
That's my point. Everybody consider they just look at everything as it is what it is because that's how it's always been. But that's not how it should be because it's stupid. That shit comes from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Comes from Henry Ford. When he started doing production,
the assembly line and everything.
Assembly line, like it was like, okay, people will work 9 to 5, and they will do this, and this is how it is, and this is how we'll get production, blah 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 blah. So now, everybody thinks that you have to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and you get certain holidays off.
I don't get any holiday. I get Christmas and Thanksgiving,
but think about this: we have the internet. I can fucking do my job from home. I don't have to go to a fucking factory and build a fucking car every fucking day, unless that's my job.
Yeah.
But robots are coming soon. Most robots already do that shit.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
Yeah, crazy.
I guess I've.
Oh, you're drunk. You're spilling beer. On the
No,
couch
I'm not
now,
spilling beer. Calm down. It's like a dab of foam. If I drop the whole glass,
shit. Yeah,
come
please
on.
don't do that. Oh, this is
Oh
like
no
couch,
I this is a very what is it exquisite
exquisite.
couch that you have here.
It's high level shit.
Yeah, of course.
It's that Walmartage.
The Walmart. Fuck
It's
out of here, dude.
Walmartage.
I mean, shit, man. I don't look. I sit on a beach chair in my room, man. So it's all good. So
Hey,
I mean,
so you're always on the beach
I,
in the shiny new beach chair.
yeah,
Hey,
I got a
that
little.
goes
I got a
back to
little
that
cup
song.
holder and that shit and everything.
We might do that soon. Might get some cup holders. 'Cause
Build
I
an
think
extension.
every podcast might have like these glasses and some beers going on. So
This is pretty cool though, man. Like I think that overall, like, it's good that this has happened because, look, man, like I like at the beginning of the show and everything. You're talking about, we're talking about work and doing things that we like and the things that we just, we just want to do in general. Everybody wants to just do what they want. Like, isn't that crazy? Everybody really wants to do what they want, but they can't.
but, well, yeah.
Yeah, and that is
It's not that they can't. It's just they don't have.
no one. And when I say that,
They think that they can't because they think they can't because again that the social constructs that have been put on people, the 9 to 5,
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, you got to be a corporate guy, you got to get to the top, you got to do this. Doing something like this to older people, like say this pops off for real.
yeah,
We're getting ad money, we're getting revenue, we're all that shit. Everybody's business is getting money, but right now, at the bottom, we're being considered we're losers. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
What are these losers doing? They're just sitting in their basement talking. and-
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's that old school mentality about shit. But like, no, bruh. Like,
Well, it's
like-
you got to adapt.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're adapting to what is.
I'm not fucking in the 1950s. I'm not fucking trying to sell newspapers or fucking whatever the fuck they did back then. Like, this is how you make money these days. Like, but I want to make money doing what I want to do.
Exactly,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
and I think that's it's good that you say that because the reason that I haven't really branched off into other career paths or whatever it is yet.
Well, that's why we're getting your Twitch page. Matter of fact, as soon as we end this, which we might
don't
end
worry.
this in a second, we're gonna start you a Twitch page.
I've got the app on my phone, man.
Oh,
So-
you have Twitch on your page? But
No,
you don't
I've
have
got
a
the
page?
I've got the Xbox app, man. But yeah,
that's
but
not
I
the
can't say
same
that. Oh god, can't say anything.
Oh, you can say Xbox.
As long as it's not owned by.
We already said Netflix. Oh, but it's just certain. We can't play certain like sounds. But YouTube will rip that shit down. Fuck YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean that. I was just saying.
Oh my god.
Like can we just like have a little freedom sometimes?
Yeah, exactly.
But again,
it's accessible to everybody though, man.
I feel what they're doing because, this is intellectual property right here. You know what I mean? And for someone to try to rip my shit off, like say I say something on here and they use my shit for whatever reason and they making money off of it, I should be able to get some of that money because you're using my shit, my thoughts, my ideas for your shit to make money off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like
So I feel like the whole thing with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was mad about YouTube using his stuff, and that's why he went to he bought Tidal and he started using that. But YouTube really cracked down. So like you can't really be mad. You know what I mean?
I mean, dude, anybody could put anything on there. You can literally put anything on YouTube. Well, I don't want to say anything.
Oh, you can put anything on YouTube. Well, not anymore.
Well,
Back in the day, you could.
Yeah, but it's becoming like, I don't want to say everything is PC nowadays. Politically correct.
Yeah, fuck that. We're not doing that on this show.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like of course, like I'm not a political person, by the way. Like I'm just saying like I get you, but when you have something that is new and it's available to everybody, everybody's gonna immediately like they're like, hey, you can post whatever you want, whatever you want. I mean, it could be the raunchiest thing, it could be the nicest thing, but
you couldn't
people are
put
gonna
that-
watch, man.
Well, yeah.
People are gonna watch.
People watch shit that they like and then like interesting shit. That's why people don't understand about the internet though. The internet is a place. As long as you put stuff out consistently, you will have somebody that will watch and someone that will enjoy because they think the same way you think. There's millions and millions of people out there. That was fucking awesome,
Dude,
right
don't worry, I'm hit, man. I'm hit, bro.
I knew you was gonna get it. I
I'm-
knew you was
I'm
gonna
hit,
get
bro.
it.
Don't worry.
Let's see how many motherfuckers out here get it. when
Yeah,
we do
dude,
it.
I'm hip, man. I'm super hip, dude. Yeah, he's doing. I know he's doing all the whole acting thing now.
Don't
But
say what it is. Don't
yeah,
say
no,
what
no,
it is.
I'm just saying. Oh, God, I don't know anybody our age that wouldn't know what that is.
I feel you, but
I'm sure there's maybe one person, but I don't know them.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying. All right.
Oh, we guess who I know who threw someone else.
Who is that?
You know him too. Actually,
Do I?
I saw her last night.
Oh, I did see her. I did see her.
Oh yeah, okay. So
I
you
did
know where I'm
see-
going
yeah,
with
yeah.
this. You know where I'm going.
Did
with
you
this.
see how you could probably put a plant like a whole tray planter on it?
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not see that.
Wait,
Wait.
Wait,
Are
who
we talking
were,
about?
like-
Are we talking about Yabos?
no. Wait. Yabos.
Okay, so
Oh God.
did you ever? Okay, so we have this friend.
I have to pee. So.
I do too. It's like really bad. Go ahead. Like I don't know.
Oh my God.
I
So you're saying yabos? Like, is that like slang
just
for
go,
something? Oh my God.
and I'll try to kind of explain what's going on so everybody knows.
Been listening to you so much in my fucking.
So we have this friend. Her name is Heather, and she's also friends with a very well-known radio DJ in the area, sports radio DJ in the area, and he was on one of his shows talking about her yabos and parading them around. So every time I see Heather, I'd say, I make fun of her about the yabos thing. So the yabos thing is basically they're talking about her titties. Like she's got some big ass titties, and so when RJ comes back, I want to know what he's talking about these tray platter. If we're talking about the same thing, if she could put a tray platter on those things, Lord have mercy. We need to figure something out because I don't know what's going on, and I'm gonna take this down because fuck these guys. Like I'm not gonna take it down, but they don't get no. They get so that shit gets no play in this ride, homie. I probably had to put it down here. Yeah, man. So this is the first show. It's actually a successful show. I think we've been doing a lot of time. I don't have any dates right now. I don't have anything that I'm doing that I'm having popping off. But we're gonna keep making these shows for y'all, and hopefully you like them. Like tweet us at Mad Lab Podcast. Like I said, the Facebook is facebook.com/ the Mad Scientist Lab Podcast. Let me see, make sure that's right before I fucking just blurt that shit out of there. Where's my page here? Yeah, I don't have an engineer yet because we're just starting out. I'm the engineer.
Did you miss me while I was away?
We were talking about Yabos.
Yabos. Oh yeah. So yabos. Yeah. Let's.
So are we talking about? Are you talking about Heather?
Like, I only know her so well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
that's
I
what,
would-
so wait. So go back to this platter thing. Is that who you were talking about?
Wait. In term. No. God no. See, it's kind of inappropriate to actually speak on, right?
Wait. Who
So you
is
said
it?
you saw her last night, right?
Yeah.
So like.
I saw Heather last night. Who I was talking about?
Yeah, that's who I was talking about as well.
Oh,
but
okay.
did you see what she was wearing though, man?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She
I'm saying.
flaunts those things.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude.
She fucking flaunts them.
That's what
she
I'm saying.
likes it.
Yeah, and that's cool and that's fine. But like I'm saying, you could literally put a whole.
She lives in Lake Ridge, so I'm
Yeah,
probably
so
gonna have her over.
I feel like you could literally put a whole tray platter on them joints,
Oh.
dude. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
See,
the platter, like
I
you could
told
literally,
y'all.
yeah.
I told y'all we were on the same page.
Yeah, so I feel like you could just put a whole platter on there and just like eat off of it, you know. But who is that handsome guy right there? Oh man.
Oh, that one down there.
Oh, you can't even see your whole face. It's not even.
You're right.
No, all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
it looks good though. That's a good shot, man.
But I think I am gonna have her. I'm gonna have her on here. I don't know what the hell we're gonna talk about though. But
well, if she was here with
Heather's a very interesting person. She's been a server for as long as I've known her. But she's known Chad for a long time.
Yeah.
And
I've only called into the station like once, but that was for
I called in once, and it was, but I think Holden Kushner.
Yeah, no, I called with Grant. No, I called in with Holden. Yeah, no, Holden Kushner. I called in with
It was a late night one when I
called it with Danny and Holden and Danny.
Oh yeah.
So that's when I called, and they were talking about like tattoos, and I had this like crazy ass story that one of my friends had that nobody cares about.
Real quick, Facebook.com/Mad the Mad Scientist Lab Podcast is the Facebook page, and at the Mad Lab Podcast is the Twitter. Tweet us, Facebook us, post shit, talk to us. You know what I mean.
Just let us know that you really are there, pretty much.
They're there. Somebody will be there.
Somebody's there. Thank God for that one soul out there.
All right,
in the woods at night.
So I'm gonna need you to like talk about some shit because I gotta piss.
No, all right. So, okay. So since Jared's not here and Jared doesn't like professional wrestling in any capacity, or he did probably.
I'm here. You can talk about that shit.
No, well, you said you had to pee, so I was expecting you to get up.
I'm going. All right.
To expect to walk away. So I will take several moments out of my time to talk about professional wrestling. So any wrestling fan out there, if they're, because I know you're there, but you might not be public about it because it's not easy for some people to be public about it. But it's okay to be public about it. So WrestleMania is kind of a month past us now for the most part. And I will say as a lifelong fan, and since I don't do anything like this very often, you know, the podcasts or just being, you know, live and the mic is more drunk than we are. So the Undertaker apparently retired like the dead man. And I will tell you as a lifelong fan of professional wrestling, and we all know it's scripted, you know, I guess it's fake or whatever you want to call it, but to watch that guy go out there and potentially wrestle his last match was very it's kind of surreal, and I only expect real fans, real diehard fans to get that. Casual fans may understand it, but this is for like the diehard fan. You know, this guy has been around as long, you know, I'm 28, you know, I've been around for a while. I saw Goldberg win his first world title. I saw his debut. You know, I saw Sting when he was beefing with Hollywood Hogan where he wasn't speaking for an entire year. You know, I remember when Hulk Hogan formed the NWO. So, as a wrestling fan, to watch somebody who's been a moniker of the business for so long, to see him leave is greatly, it's kind of saddening. It's a real thing. It's kind of hard to. Do you hear that? Those are the curtains in the background. Now I feel like we're in their white room with all this. With. No, but I was just saying. No, I was just saying, man. It's basically like, you got, you know, I was just basically talking about the retirement of Taker, and I was trying to just make the simple fact that there is a guy out there who did the same thing for almost 30 years, just like any hardworking person, but he was able to maintain his integrity, his character throughout his business when it was going through good and bad, and I think that is something to look up to. It doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. I think if you look at the work ethic and everything around it, I think that is a very positive thing. So to see him potentially wrestle his last match, it was very hard for me. I mean, most of us knew it was coming, I guess the lifelong fans, but you don't want to accept it. It's one of those things you don't want to accept. It's kind of like when Brock pinned him at WrestleMania 30. I thought there was an error. I thought something had happened, something terrible. Yeah.
Did you call it an error?
Yeah, dude, because
the script was correct.
Yeah, no, and it was correct. But I think for most fans, they weren't it's one of those things that you think about. It's like, what if this happened? But you don't want it to happen, and it actually happened, man. There wasn't a boo. There wasn't it was like I think Ric Flair said it best. There was 80,000 people in a funeral. Woo! There was 80,000 people in a funeral. To see him get pinned, after, God, 20 years, 21 years is a long time. And that's not only WrestleMania. That's his career in general. So it was a very surreal thing to witness. And I want to say as a fan, as a lifelong fan, it devastated me. It truly did. But to see him go out, the old school way that he does it, my time is up. This guy's time is now. Not to reference John Cena in any capacity. I think that's pretty cool. But to see that guy go is very difficult because he is literally the last of the last. So those are my 2 cents on that. Mr. Smith, welcome back from the urinal. Welcome back from the urinal.
Thanks.
We've only been talking to myself out here.
You've been talking to people. Yeah, man. So the Caps game is on. I think it's about time to go ahead and wrap this up.
You ready?
I'm
You ready? You ready to wrap it up, man?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think if anything we should do right now is give everybody a big thank you.
First of all, before we go.
Okay. All right.
Before
all right.
we go.
First of all, sir, this podcast belongs to Mr. Smith, Mr. Jared Smith.
No. First of all,
All right.
I want to know, when are we going to get an appearance from Oliver? When are we gonna get
Oh man.
Actually, you know
God.
what? You know what? Can you send me those videos? And I'll post it on the page. The original ones.
Yeah, I know they're still on my phone somewhere. I'm gonna have to look for them. But
What I might do is start a Dropbox or something. You can put them in there.
That's fine.
And
That
way we don't lose
Dropbox
quality.
is actually a very good method. But the whole Oliver thing, man, I kind of just.
You fell off, son.
Well, it's not even I fell off. It's kind of like.
No, you fell off, son.
All right, so I am a has-been to my former self.
How are you? No, I'm not saying you're a has-been. I'm saying you fell off.
Because I think the way I look at it is I have a lot of very good ideas, but I don't have like the right equipment or capacity to do. I feel like I could shoot a movie type of thing, but I wouldn't know how to go about it.
All you need is a fucking phone and just.
Everything's done off a phone, but I want to give quality, Jared.
I feel what you're saying. I would like to give quality too, but like this is not near the level that I'd like to be at. But I figured I gotta start somewhere, like you said, right?
We're doing good.
All right.
We're doing.
So that's all I'm saying. I need more Oliver. Y'all will know what Oliver. Actually, he's gonna send me. He's gonna send me the post of Oliver. He's gonna send me the one video he did of Oliver. See, you guys, they don't know who Oliver is.
Yeah, so we'll definitely let him know.
Yeah.
Oliver is.
Oliver's
he's
the
at
man.
he's at home. He's definitely at home, man. Don't worry, he's still
Oliver's the man. RJ, the pizza guy's the man.
Thank you guys very much. I do appreciate the time.
We appreciate you having.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Hey,
having.
man.
No, we appreciate you coming and having this conversation.
Yeah, of course,
That's
man.
what I was trying to say.
It's the first episode, and if I could, I don't want to say close out, but just say that it's good that this is, like I said earlier, this is finally happening. It's something that takes time.
I think a lot of people. It's weird. Like more people have been looking forward to this than myself.
And that's good. That's good that you have that because it shows the potential that you have.
Yeah, you're right.
It shows your potential.
It's not about me though, man. Like this is an avenue that I'm trying to. This basically what this is I'm trying to provide an avenue for other people in my life to become potentially more than I don't even know the word I'm looking for. To become, not become anything. I don't know. It's weird. That sounds like that sounded even more fucked up.
Yeah. Are you trying to transform?
For them
Autobots, assemble.
for them to expand their thing, like to become who they want to be. That's what I'm trying to say. I want people in my life to expand and be the people that they want to be, do what they want to do, and I just want to be able to provide an avenue for those people to do
to reach out and do what their initial like their passion.
Yeah. That's all. You know what? And I think the more that I do this, the more it's gonna be like we were talking about a lot through this whole podcast. People doing what they want to do.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason. I have never had any reason, but see, the only thing that stops people from, I think, really doing what they want to do, is like you're talking about, the socialism and just being the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, before when you went to go use the restroom, I was talking about wrestling when I was a kid. That was probably the biggest thing in the world. It's like I want to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
I want to wrestle at WrestleMania.
Shit, who didn't as a kid want to be a wrestler?
That's what I'm saying. So I feel that if you have that much passion and drive in anything, you should be able to go out and do it. Now, I am personally at the moment driven by other things to get to somewhere where I want to be, and that's why I do what I do every day. But I think at the end of the day,
I think everyone is driven by a passion. Because right now, like my passion, I love internet. I love doing web and development and software engineering, that type of stuff, systems engineering, IT shit.
Yeah, no.
But that's not necessarily. I don't want to do it for someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing right here,
it's for you, bro.
I did this.
Yeah,
you
I know
what
you
I'm saying?
did.
This is IT shit.
I'm not taking any credit right
This
now.
is IT shit that I fucking put together along with design. Like all this is design. Like this is multimedia development. This is what I do.
This is
my passion.
No, yeah,
You know what I mean?
And it's good that you're able to express that. And I will say this because I believe I started talking about it, but we got sidetracked with the whole taking a piss and everything. But a lot of people ask me about music, like the music.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people ask me about the music that I used to make. I've always looked at the poetic platform as something to express yourself in any manner, in any situation that you need to. And I think it's easy for people to kind of go out and do it now in terms of, when I say make it easy, just go out, make a song and it's an instant hit. But I've always, before I look at music, I've always looked at poetry. I'm just looking at the words. I'm not looking at the sound. I'm not looking at anything but what the meaning behind the words are. So if you have that fundamental understanding that at the end of the day that you're just making poetry, it doesn't matter if you're a country artist or a rap artist or a rock artist, there is a message in your music, or at least you would want to attempt it. The reason I have not put out any music in so long is not because I don't want to, is because I am not comfortable with what I have to say. Not so much with what I have to say, but the fact that I can only say so much. Like I can make like 10 songs, 12 songs. Then after that's over, I don't know if I have much more to say. And that kind of intimidates me personally, because you think of longevity. You think of doing things for a long time.
No, I hear what you're saying. But at that point, it's 12 songs, man. That's an album, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I could do one really good. I feel like I could do one really good one.
But then after, what do you think all these artists do? Okay, they have one album. They do one album. Then there's year or two between. But what do you think they're doing in those year or two between?
No,
they're
and that's
experiencing they're doing other things to experience things in life.
All right.
So then they have
that's
more
good.
To make the next album. Have you? I don't know. You know who you should follow on Facebook? Lupe Fiasco.
I do not follow him on Facebook. I'm a huge fan of his music.
I'm
a huge fan of his music.
I don't like his music lately, but I did not know he was like a lifelong martial artist.
Oh, you did? Oh, I knew that.
he's-
I knew that when
no,
he dropped
he's-
Food and Liquor, man.
He is legit.
Yeah, no,
Like,
he's
he is-
yeah.
I mean,
When
I'm not
he-
saying he's out there beating up people up, but he knows.
No. He's
He knows
a very stable guy, man.
samurai. Like he's got clips of him doing samurai shit, like real samurai sword shit. He does Chinese, old school Chinese. I think he does Drunken Monkey. Like he's got videos doing Drunken Monkey, like real Drunken Monkey.
Yeah, that's
shit.
pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope.
Right.
But I've always been a fan of his since Food and Liquor, and
Who
and,
has it? This what's the one he did with Kanye where he was on
oh god, dude, not
Sky's the Limit.
No, that's Touch the Sky. Yeah, it's Touch the Sky. It's Touch the Sky. Yeah.
That was a good song.
Bottle shaped body like Mrs. Butterworth. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hip, man. I'm hip. But to have the, to have a platform for people to see who you are and to express yourself, and for other people to kind of take it in, it can be intimidating at first,
Well, I feel you, and that's kind of like the same thing that the biggest hang up I had about this podcast. And I'm not like we're not famous. People don't know.
Oh,
us.
dude, I'm only famous.
But,
Dude, we're like locally famous.
No.
Like,
Well, yeah, like I walk in, like it's weird. I walk into Lucky's now, and I'm like, wow, these people like, hey, yeah, like,
yeah, man,
and
it's
it's
cool.
weird to me, and because it's cool, but at the same time, it's like,
no.
you know what I mean? So
I understand.
But that was my biggest hang up for so long about doing this podcast. I for the most of the time, I was just like, why? Like, why should I do this? Like, if I become famous, like I was scared about the fame part.
Now, don't be afraid. Like, well, fame. What is fame? Fame is just being what known, like just known, right? Like just being recognized across all platforms.
I think my thing is the attention. Like, it was weird because I walked into my jiu-jitsu gym the other day, and I don't know if people hadn't seen me in a while or something. I don't remember what happened. I think it was out for a day or something. I don't remember what happened. But I came in and everybody's like, "Hey, Jared, blah blah," and I was like, why? Like, do what you're supposed to be doing."
Yeah, no, I'm
You
a
know
hip
what I'm
man. I've kind of gotten to the. I don't want to say to that point, but I've definitely, come in after work after a long night, and people come in, and they're like. And, I'm tired, man. I don't mind having a conversation with anybody. I really don't. But I will have people that I know only so well come up. I'll be like, hey, man, what's up? How was your day? All this and that.
Yeah, that's the ones that you don't know, like, that well. Like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And that's...
Or
and,
if
dude,
hold up. If they know you, but you don't know them, and it's like...
I mean, what do you define knowing? Like knowing them personally or just knowing them by name?
Okay,
or
let's put it this way.
Are you comfortable around them type of thing?
No. Let's put it this way. Say this podcast goes on for however long.
Yeah.
People start seeing you in the street. They will know you from here, just from seeing you and seeing your personality, and they'll think you're cool.
Yeah, of course.
But you'd never seen them in your life. You've never interacted. How would you feel about that?
It's funny you say that. I want to say 2.5 weeks ago, we were at the watering hole. All right, and
I said it earlier.
Yeah. So
it doesn't matter.
So we were at the watering hole.
We're gonna do a live podcast from there anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna set that whole shit up.
Yeah. No, I got you.
We're gonna set that whole shit up.
ET phone home type shit.
Like
but,
we're gonna have yeah.
It's
I
good.
got it in
good.
my head already.
I'm glad you do because I'm definitely like so. But my point is that I was sitting with some people I hadn't seen in a while, and I was talking to them, and I try to be as what is it? I try to conversate with everybody for the most part when I do see them to catch up with them, because even though at the end of the day I do a lot of work, my downtime is my time, but I don't want it to I don't want it to affect anybody else. Like if I had a bad day and you're just happy to see me, I don't want me to be like, oh, hey man, I don't want to talk to you. Like, no, that's bullshit.
I'm like that sometimes. Like,
well, sometimes
I
mean there are situations and that's fine. But I had a gentleman that actually worked there. I don't know him. I've spoken to him maybe once or twice, He was like, "Hey man, can I get your keys?" I was like, "What do you like
what?
my keys? Like you mean the ones around my neck?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "For what?" And he was like, "Oh, my friend needs them." I was like, "I don't know your friend." I was like, "For what?" Because they went in the bathroom. I feel like they were trying to like break up some coke or something. I really do.
Like motherfucker, no,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah. And
get
I
my
was like,
goddamn keys.
and I told him, I said, "Hey man," I said, "No," I said, "Fuck no." Like I don't know you. Like that. Like, and I understand that what is it? Not that fear of somebody that you don't even know whatsoever coming up to you, talking to you like you don't, and you don't even know who the fuck they are. You don't know their name. You don't know anything about them. You don't know their ethnicity. You don't know them. And I had to, and I'm sure this has happened to more than just me, but you have somebody that you don't know whatsoever that only knows about you, and they come up to you treating you like they've known you forever, and it's not, and it's,
But
it's
that's what
not
I'm saying. Like this type of platform, that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So-
and that's with the territory, but I'm only so well known in a bar, or just locally.
But
I
that's
know.
what I'm saying. Like there's people that come up to me even now that it's weird when I go in there and it's like, but I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm just saying. That was the biggest hang up for getting this started in the beginning, and I kept getting pressure from like Bobby and all them. Like,
Well, don't feel it.
I think everybody knows that there's something here. It's just
Yeah, we just got to start digging, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a whole massive. Say you get like this much land, and you got to start digging for the treasure chest. You got to dig in every direction, man.
We're doing Minecraft shit. It's still 0-0 first quarter. We're gonna take Ubers to our local watering spot.
The watering hole. All right.
Because I think it's time to.
I think it's time.
end this.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's Mr. Smith. It was a pleasure.
No problem.
Thank you
brother.
so much, man. Thank you for having me on the
no
first
worries,
show.
man. Hey,
don't. It's they say the look, man. This is the first. I know this isn't the last, and
definitely not
it's
the
good
last.
that it's definitely not the last. But to be here for the first is truly an honor. So thank you. Even though we've been sitting here like
Hey man, we're chilling.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what it's about. It's just chilling with your peoples and just having good conversations, man. That's all
and it's good, and it's good, and I feel a lot of people could benefit from something like this, just to sit down and discuss things, and no matter the topic, I feel it opens so many doorways to different mindsets. So I thank you very much for having me for the first I guess unofficial show for the most part. You know what I
This
mean?
is the first one.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
No
So
worries, brother.
we're live.
No worries,
like-
brother. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm glad you took time out of your day.
No,
for
of
this,
course, man. Of course, absolutely, anytime. All right, so
Hey, coming
Oh.
at y'all. First episode. Peace.
Hey. Slapping patties, baby. Oh man, that was good, man. Yeah, it was good.